Welcome into today's edition of the Morning Conversation. Very special edition today, as I'm joined by Dane Seibert and Nicole Smith with the local band Harvest Hours. Guys, thanks for joining me this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
it's my pleasure. And, of course, local band here in Northeast Colorado. Just to give us a timeline, give us a run through a little bit of band history, if you will, how the band got started.
Gosh, well, we've been a band for at least 5 years? 6 years?
I was going to say 5 or 6, yeah.
I think 2019.
With me, yeah, you guys were doing it a little longer before I came in, but yeah.
At the current crew, though, been here for at least 6 years.
All right, so going for the last couple of years here in Northeast Colorado. And, of course, new name. So the new name is Harvest Hours. The former name was People with Kids. So talk a little bit about that rebrand, if you will.
Sure, yeah. Just so we're clear, we still do have kids.
Yes.
We didn't get rid of the kids.
They're all around.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. I don't know. We just kind of, I think, decided this year we were going to go a little more serious and try and focus on originals as opposed to covers, even though we still have a huge cover set for those shows that take it. But kind of wanted to just start refresh, and we thought a name change might be a good reset.
Good way to go, yeah. It's been about a year since we've actually played out live, and this was just kind of a good launching point for us, and it was quite the process to come up with the name.
Oh, yeah. It was like a 2
very
month
long process.
But Stacy actually came up with it, another member of our band. And it's something that we think Northeast Coloradans will understand.
Oh, yeah.
If they, knowing what Harvest Hours is. And we might have to explain it to the rest of the world. But it definitely rules the roost around here.
There we go. Did you have a couple different names that you were looking at, or were you just kind of throwing ideas around?
We did. We had quite a few names that kind of incorporated the Ray area, and it was, like I said, quite the process of elimination where it finally came down to like a vote.
Yeah, what do we have? We had like Flirtation Point was one, which might be cool, but then we're like, how flirty are we?
And then we wanted something with the prairie, but that name is taken.
Yeah, all the good names were taken.
Yeah.
So, it's just like anybody and their mom's going to start a band nowadays. And so then they put it up and you're just like, oh.
And then the other one we really liked was Small Town Math.
Yep.
That was.
Yeah. That would have been a good one.
So a couple different local ideas, but I think Harvest Hour is definitely a good local reference, if you will. So, and it flows pretty good as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
we got the H's.
There we go. So Harvest Hours, again, formerly People with Kids, even though they still have kids. That's just their name. They used to have kids.
Yes.
They used to be named People with Kids.
We used to have kids, and we have kids now, but we are not focusing on them in the band anymore.
They used to be People with Kids with actual kids, but now they're Harvest Hours, but they still have kids.
Yes.
Got to get this all sorted out. Yeah. So there we go. What's the type of music that you play? Do you play a couple different genres, or do you like to keep it within one specific type of genre?
We're pretty versatile. I think we've narrowed it down to, what did we call it?
You say y'alternative?
Y'alternative, or
I don't know what that actually means.
Alternative folk. What did we call it the other day?
Well, there's the classic Americana, catch-all umbrella term or whatever. But yeah, we've got folk, got some rock, and our originals skew a little bit more kind of the alternative 90s. We're all 90s kids, so there's always that sneaking in. But we definitely have, I think,
we have a wide variety. We have so many instruments that we bring in, whether it's the banjo or the melodica, or you got your usual, your core, your bass, your guitar, all that kind of stuff. But
we got electric and acoustic, so we just bop around whatever's needed, I guess. But yeah, we're definitely we're singing, we're songwriting, in that classic guitar tradition. So
there we go. And you touched on it a little bit before. So it sounds like you do a mix of both covers and original music. Was it always where you were doing kind of both, or did you start off as exclusively covers and then maybe an original song here and there, and then now you're ramping it up a little bit more original music? Kind of what's the setup?
I think People with Kids was the cover band, and then Harvest Hours is hopefully a little more original. We have so many more covers than we do originals, but we're definitely writing a lot more, and trying to, just have our own flavor in there as well. But when you're playing a show, people want to hear what they want to hear. So
what they know.
Yeah, what
Yes.
they know, so you don't want to, just get stuck with, oh, that was nice, but I don't remember a song you did.
Right.
So, but yeah, I think we're trying to, we're demoing songs right now and hopefully be able to put some of those out and then hopefully record an album and, just try and be an overall, well-rounded band.
There we go. Well, and that's usually common too, local bands starting off with kind of more covers and then, starting to dip their toes into more original music and then eventually moving over more full-time towards original music, which not a bad starting point, so it'll be definitely interesting with Harvest Hours to hear, more of the original stuff coming up. And do you have any specific like music inspirations, like specific artists, bands? You mentioned a 90s, a big kind of thing. Is there any specific inspirations that you have?
Well, it comes from kind of the covers that we end up writing. I don't know, like
I said, we're all over the place as far as covers go with who we do cover and who we draw some of that that music from.
I think a good artist that's doing stuff right now that I think we all take inspiration from is Steel Wheels, and they come out a decent amount, play at the Listening Room, and their approach to kind of the Americana, I think, is kind of a similar approach to what we're taking, where you're kind of taking classic forms and then updating them, and maybe it's got a, this is a classic folk song, but it's got a rock drum fill, da-da-da-da-da type of thing. So I don't know. As far as a specific band that's doing something now, I think all of us are pretty inspired by them.
There we go. Well, yeah, and that's, always something interesting with covers is, you want to have it kind of close to the original, or do you want to, sometimes put your own kind of little spin, your own little fill, or maybe some slight lyric tweaks. That's always fun to see what bands do with covers as well. So it sounds like a wide range of music genres and different types of music that you play, which is definitely very cool. Last thing, is there any upcoming shows that you'd like to promote that you're going to be playing here in Northeast Colorado or abroad, perhaps?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, one of the ones that we have coming up that's kind of a local thing that we want to promote just in general, just to promote the music scene out here, or any kind of theater or drama talent, just something within that arts. But the Up With Music talent show is coming up on Monday. What is that Monday? Monday is the 17th, I think.
The 18th.
18th. Okay, so
yes.
Monday the 18th. We're gonna play one or two songs, but there's also other talent that'll be out there too. So I want to make sure people are coming out for that. And then
April 20th, we're gonna play a show at the Listening Room with Colby Perkypile. So that's gonna be fun. We'll bring it back to the Listening Room, which is kind of our home base around here, and it's a super nice spot to play at. EJ is awesome to let us come in and borrow his equipment.
Oh yeah,
the sound is impeccable.
It's
there.
amazing. It's such an amazing room. So anytime
definitely.
we get a chance to do that,
great little venue over there. Good
Yep.
old 4th and Main here.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
that's
then
right.
one other show that we would like to mention too, just because it's another, local thing that we're also trying to promote, is just the amphitheater cleanup show we're going to do, I believe, May 6th. It's a Monday as well. And it'll be early evening. So anybody that's interested in help clean up the amphitheater, kind of get that rolling. There's a new board together that we're trying to get that thing.
Trying to get the Ray Amphitheater up and running and really being able to do stuff. So yeah, we're going to play. It'll be a free show for the volunteers. So if you come out and clean up, you can sit back and listen to us and hopefully Gaby and the Brown Movement. They played at Ray Rocks last year, so hopefully they're going to do too. Oh, and Bobstock. We're going to do some Bobstock, so that'll also be fun.
There we go. Yeah, big stable there.
Yeah,
that's a huge
thing.
Yeah, we're really excited about that one.
Yeah, so definitely a big one for you guys. So that'll be definitely very cool. Where's the best place to find you online?
Right now, Facebook.com/Harvest Hours. So just, at Harvest Hours on Facebook right there. Seems to be kind of where we're starting from. We'll get all the socials eventually, but right now
we do have an email if you do want to reach out to that one, and that one is pwk80758@gmail.com.
Sure. Yep.
But best way is probably Facebook.
Yeah, just message on Facebook. It's probably the easiest way for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. Well, guys, thanks again for taking the time this morning.